Alright, so this is one of the videos to help spread the good news of the gospel, and this is a story from Vaughan. And he gives a tale about his experience of how the gospel has helped him with some significant problems in his life. And he says, "Some years ago I suffered a work injury which cost me my job and a number of affiliations that I'd spent my life attaining. During the time of the injury and the rehabilitation, I'd become frustrated and angry at those losses. I took this frustration out on my wife, which eventually split our marriage, and we separated and divorced. I would spend much time going over the issues, and especially the loss of my marriage. I had no idea how to deal with this ever-present problem, and this train of thought kept coming into my mind, and it caused me to wake in the middle of the night thinking about them. I had no idea what to do. I'm a Catholic, and one evening I read a gospel passage where Christ said to his followers, 'Come to me, all you who labour and are overburdened, and I will give you rest. Shoulder my yoke and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Yes, my yoke is easy, and my burden is light.' I said to myself, well, I certainly had some burdens, so I'll come to you with my list. And I wrote out a list of the matters that I needed support with, 7 in all. I had developed a habit of walking along a path in my backyard of an evening, thinking about my issues. So this night, I went out back with my list and spoke to the Lord about them and asked for some support. That night I went to my bedroom and went to bed, and even to this day, I do not recall my head touching the pillow. I was asleep almost immediately. I did not wake during that night. For years after that, each night I would spend some time alone in the dark, with no radio or TV operating, going over the events of the day. My first thoughts each day was to thank Christ for his support with my issues and for the peace it brought me. First, I was able to come to terms with myself over our marriage breakup and accept it was my behaviour that had caused the split. This did not resolve our separation, but I knew who was responsible. Each night I'd go over the list I'd drawn up, and over time all of the issues were resolved. I continued to raise with Christ all the issues I faced in that time, so that I'm now always able to find a solution. I now sleep peacefully, all night, every night. Kevin, Matthew 11, 28 to 30.